Hey, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a flip through of my planners in May. Sorry this is a little bit late. And also I want to mention that I know I haven't put out as many videos lately. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, the last couple of years I've been really slowing down in spring and summer. I'm kind of giving myself permission to do that each year now, probably from about April to September, because it's a very slow season for planners, and also it's gorgeous outside and there's a lot going on. So that's the first reason. The second reason is I am in a new relationship and we've been spending a lot of time together, and that has affected it a little bit, but I'm going to try to get back into a somewhat regular schedule. It just won't be full force again until probably September. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for your concerned messages. I always appreciate you guys looking out for me. Everything is great. It's just life is busy. That's really it. Okay, so let's take a look at my planners from May. The first thing we're going to take a look at is my junk journal, and I've been having so much fun with this lately. I actually haven't done pages in a couple of weeks, but I was doing a page every day for a little bit. I'm very, very in love with this journal. I'm getting a little bit better at remembering to save junk and collect it when I'm out, but I'm still not great at it. Anyway, this girl's getting really chunky. Yep. So let's start from where we took off last month, and I'll show you all the spreads I made in May. So I believe that this was the last spread you saw last month, and this one was an Easter one. So I made a spread for Mother's Day, and it's just 2 cards that my kids gave me, and so I thought I'd put them in here. I tend to save cards, but they're sort of all over the place, so it's nice to have a place for them. So this keeps popping up. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Anyway, I have been considering painting my kitchen cabinets butter yellow. Now I'm kind of thinking I might not, but what I did was got a bunch of swatches. So these are all the ones that I've been considering, and I have big swatches that I got from Sample-Eyes online, but these were the little stickers that came with it, and I thought it would be fun just to look back on the colors I was considering. I also took these vintage ladies from, I think I got them from Journal Say or Temu maybe. They're really cute, and I thought it went well with the yellow theme, so that's what I did there. This page is kind of strange. I made my first attempt at trying wax seals. I have a couple of seals and a bunch of wax that I've never used, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to try it out in my junk journal? So it was like trial and error. So this was too little wax, this was too little, this was enough but I didn't center it, and this is too much wax. So I was just experimenting and having fun with it and putting these down here. These feel really good when you touch them, you know what I mean? Oh, I would love to create a page that's all little bumps like that. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, it looks like the candy dots. It feels like them too. And I wrote some tips so I could remember how to do it. And then I was practicing stamps. And I've talked about before how I'm really bad at rubber stamps. And I decided to try it again on this page. So somebody had mentioned that Tombows would be good for stamping instead of using an ink pad. So I tried it with this purple, and it really didn't work out right. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, or maybe it was the color. I don't know, but it sort of came out really patchy. So then I took out a couple of regular stamps and tried, and it's okay. I'm just not great at it, and it does frustrate me a little, and I get ink on my hands still, and it's just not my thing. I'd like it to be my thing. It's just not my thing. So I wrote a little bit about that. And then I decided to do a page of Zentangle. I don't like these colors. This is colored pencil I used in here. I don't like those colors with it, but this was something really fun to do while I was watching TV. Just a couple of hours just sitting there and doodling. And then I decided to just do a plaid over here. So that was kind of fun and relaxing. This is a page of things I've learned lately, and obviously some of these pages are actual junk and some are paper and washi tape and stickers that I have around my house, and everything on this page is obviously not junk, but this is more like a creative journal. I can do what I want in here. I can use you know, stuff I'm going to throw away, but I can also just use stuff I have laying around. And that's what I did here. I decided it would be fun to make a page with a bunch of different spaces for me to write things I've learned lately, and I have still 4 blank spaces to fill. It might just be random facts, and I keep forgetting. I do learn stuff almost every day. It's crazy, but I do keep forgetting like to write them in, and then I forget what it was I learned. But some of them are also like psychological or just things I learned through life, you know, lately. So that's what I did here. And then I decided, I went around my house looking for junk because I'm like, what am I going to do? And I decided that it might be fun to create a spread with all the stuff I found in my junk drawer. Not everything, of course. So this is a video coming up. Actually, I might have already posted that video. I think I did. Like, I didn't post it yet. So I think I'm going to post this video first, and then you'll see this one. Yeah, so this video is up for you to watch. And I just wrote what's in my junk drawer, May 2025, and I included things that were really hard to adhere to the page, like a key and a rabies tag, and I just used this to put those in, and it seems to be sticking pretty well so far. So you'll see this video. I just cut out a bunch of stuff and used stuff from my junk drawer, and this was really fun and probably one of my favorite spreads in here. I still have a problem in the middle of the page with paper going up. I don't know why. So look at this, like the onion and this, it sticks up, and I don't know how to solve that. So if you have any tips, let me know. Here's a page about my gym. So I go to a personal training gym, and I wanted to make a page all about it. So this is the sticker I got when I joined the gym, and I thought I had lost it, and I actually found it in my junk drawer, which made me make this spread. Some of these stickers are from, I think it's Live, Love, Posh, maybe, the fitness sticker book. But when you get 100 workouts done, they celebrate you. They gave me a t-shirt with this on it, and then they wrote my name on the chalkboard. So I took a picture of that. Here's some of the women I work out with at 10 o'clock. We have like our 10 o'clock crew, which has been really great. We've been going out to lunch lately. And this isn't all of them. There's a few more. But we've been going out to lunch after Wednesday workouts, and it's been so fun. And just, it's a good feeling being more social, getting to know people. And I just really, really, really enjoy going to the gym. It's called Bent on Better. And if you're around Westchester, Pennsylvania, you can check it out. It's not cheap, but I will say it is totally worth it. These 2 photos are from Strong for a Cause, and it was a fundraiser that we did. And if you regularly watch my videos, you would have heard me talking about that fundraiser. And thank you to those who donated. The gym raised $14,000 for a couple of couples in the area who were running into fertility problems. So that was good. I think this page really encapsulates like the gym for me lately. So yeah. Okay, I decided I was going to do a rainbow page, and this took forever. This was actually a Patreon video that I did, but it took forever. Some of this is stuff from the junk drawer, like these things. A lot of it is regular stickers, and some of it is washi tape. There's even a piece of ribbon over here. So just a bunch of different things and different textures. But this was really fun to make, and it was just in time for the beginning of Pride Month. And I considered putting Pride across, but I made this in May. I think I'm just going to leave it as is, but yeah, I really like how it turned out, even though it took forever. Okay, so that is all the spreads I made in May, and as you can see, I have not made any in June yet. I better get my act together, because when I do the flip through in June, I know you guys are going to want to see something, so that kind of encourages me to keep going. But I will say it's so fun, and this is probably, I'd say, one of the most fun things I've done since I started this whole planner hobby, since I started this YouTube channel. It's really, really fun for me. All right, that was really wordy. Next, we are going to check out my work planner, and I'm sorry, but this is going to be a large disappointment for all of you, because, or maybe you'll be happy because maybe you'll feel more normal. I used this page for Patreon spreads, and then guess what? I did a little bit of this, but did not look at it after that, and then this is May. This is May, you guys. That's May. So, I'm going to try to be better in June. However, I haven't written it in June yet either. I've been really slowing down with work, like I said, but I need to kind of get back to the planning portion of my work because I am finding everything just up in the air. And it's like floating around in my head. And that is always a bad idea, especially for a planner who needs to have like lists and concrete stuff. And I just really, really want to get back into it. So I'm going to try. I'm going to leave it out on my desk and write in it right after this video. I am. Okay, I promise. Now let's check out my big happy planner. This is the last planner. And this is just my catch-all planner, meaning just my regular everyday planner. So we began May with a bang because I love this currently page. I think it's so fancy and cute. This was a video, so you can go check that out. I think it's just so cute and fun and very delicate and spring-like, right? I like it a lot. Okay, here's my May monthly. And by the way, if you're waiting for my June monthly, I haven't done it yet. And it is June like a 10th or something. And I still have not done it yet. So I'm very behind, like I said, but I am going to get a June monthly spread video out for you because I've never missed one, I don't think. Maybe one, but I've been doing this for 7 years, and I'm pretty sure mostly all of the monthly videos are there, at least in the past 5 years. So I'm going to get it to you. But this monthly spread in May turned out so cute. I love it. I know some of you questioned my choices with these colors in here. I don't care because I love it so much, and it just has a really cute vibe. I ended up not going to Go Wild because I decided to go to Europe instead and use that money for Europe, and now I'm not going to Europe. So yeah, my relationship with my new boyfriend Daryl is getting very serious very quickly. We align in many ways. It's going very, very well, and I didn't feel like it was appropriate to take off and go to Europe with a male friend who is the one I was going with a male friend, even though we're just friends. It still felt kind of wrong. And so I really want to nurture and protect this thing we've got going on. So I decided to not go to Europe at this time. And hopefully I'll get to Switzerland one day. You know, we were going to Switzerland, Germany, and some other countries. And Switzerland was that one, that like elusive one that I'd really like to get to. And I'm sure I will. But for right now, I am not going. These stickers are from that new Cafe Core sticker book from Happy Planner. I love that sticker book. It's so fun. And I also really love coffee. So it makes a lot of sense to me. And I decided to bring in a dashboard layout this month, and it really did work pretty well for me. I like how it looks after the pen. I love that my to-do list is like this long to-do list over here. So never say never. I may decide maybe someday to pick up the dashboard for my regular planner, but I'm just not quite there yet. Over here, I have a gratitude section and a section about being social because I was starting to isolate a little bit. For this section here, I just wrote like one little thing that I did each day so that I felt like maybe I was being a little productive. So I love the spread. I love the colors. I love everything about it. This was a video, so you can go back and watch me put that together if you would like. This was not Easter week, in case you're wondering, but it was a week where I used a lot of bunnies, and I wish I had remembered that I had that sticker book at Easter time, and I forgot. So I also, right now, forget the name of the sticker book, but it's one of the newer Happy Planner ones. It's like a seasonal one, I think. I took some paper from a Daphne's Diary magazine and put it here and here. It felt like the right kind of colors for this. Also brought in some polka dot washi tape of different colors, and obviously, this is a horizontal spread, so I was doing something a little bit different for these couple of weeks. Also because I had pulled pages out of my planner to use for Patreon spreads because I didn't have any other ones, so I had to put these in. Let's see, what was I doing? Oh, this was the first time at the gym that I was able to do 10 push-ups in a row, and I've been doing it ever since. I never thought I'd even get to 1 push-up, but now I'm doing 10 regular push-ups at a time, and then on some of the days we have like push-up days and this day I did 60, obviously not all in a row in different sets, but I was so proud of myself about that because I never thought I'd be able to do it. I had a Patreon Zoom call. We had a thunderstorm. just a regular week. Ran some errands. I did go to the George Strait and Chris Stapleton concert with my daughter and her boyfriend's family. And, it was Mother's Day, yes. So we had a nice little brunch on Mother's Day with my kids. And I got to see my granddaughter, Lenny, who I hadn't seen since she was born. And so that was really nice. Just a regular week. It was a very nice week. Okay, so this is that camping sticker book from Happy Planner, and I can't remember the name of that either. It's funny, the more sticker books I get over the years, the more I can't remember the names of them all, because when I started this, there wasn't as many, right? So I knew all the names, but now it's like, what is the name of that one again? I do not know. It'll come back to me, but after the video. Oh, I was still sick this week. Actually, I started feeling sick like Wednesday, I think, or Thursday, and I just had a cold, and so it lingered. And then on Mother's Day I felt really sick, and I had to like put together this little brunch, and I was just like, not feeling great, and then just totally relaxed on Monday because I was just tired and not feeling good. But by Wednesday I was feeling better, and I had my first date with Daryl, who I'm now in a relationship with. So that was on the 14th. That's when I also started having lunch with my gym friends, and we've gone a few times since then. I started rewatching Lost. We had a power outage, and I was very annoyed. Lots of rain this week, lots of thunderstorms, and this was the start of rain that has just continued for weeks and weeks here in Pennsylvania, probably where you are too, but where I am, it has been very, very wet, which is great for my grass, not great for my mood, but it is what it is. I went flower shopping, got flowers for outside, and the landscapers finally came and mulched, so it's starting to feel more like summer, which was nice. Okay, this also was not a video, but it is an after the pen video. So this one I did on my own. Yeah, for some reason I didn't do a lot of videos in May on the Big Happy Planner, but I did, like I said, there was an after the pen video on this, so you can see me fill this spread out. Kind of a weird color combo, but I do like it. These are Live Love Posh stickers. Oh, I forgot to tell you the names of these. So this one, Caffeine Craze. This is A Hopping Good Week. This was Camping Sucks, because I really don't like camping. And this is Violet Views. Okay, so I have a gratitude section here, and then over here I have things I'm enjoying lately. I was reading All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I had my second date with Daryl, and more rain. It was just like raining this whole time. Look, still raining. Yeah, this is when I started getting really into the junk journaling. And then I had my third date with Daryl on Friday the 23rd. We went for a hike in the morning at 8 o'clock. Like, who am I? Why am I hiking at 8 in the morning? Because I like this guy, right? So... and it was muddy, but it was really, really nice. We had a really nice hike. And then I went immediately to the gym, and it was like the hardest workout ever. And I was muddy. Luckily, I work out in my bare feet, so I was able to just take my shoes off, wash my feet, and go work out at the gym. So yeah. Then I drove to Heather's house in Virginia on Saturday and spent some time with Heather and Lenny and her husband, Chris. Heather's husband, not Lenny's husband. She is too young to be married. She's only 3 months old. But anyway, we had a really nice weekend. It was a nice quiet weekend. We went on walks with the dogs, who weren't really getting along, but it was fine. We went to a winery. We ran some errands. We just hung out, and I got to spend some much needed time with my granddaughter. So that was really, really nice. And my daughter, of course. Okay, this one is called Oh Hey Wallace, because I did this as a Patreon video, and Wallace came, my cat, he came and sat on my desk and just, disturbed everything. So that is why that it's called Oh Hey Wallace. I used the, what was this one? This is Happy in Paris, I guess. The Happy in Paris sticker book. But I cut these out from dividers, from old dividers. And I don't know which planner this was from, but this was from the Happy in Paris one. which is why I decided to use the other stickers throughout here. I really like this one. I love the colors, and I think it's just so, like, I don't know. There's something about it. It's very, I don't know. What am I trying to say? It appeals to me. I like it. I like the colors. Okay, that's enough. So on Monday, I went to Arlington with Heather and Lenny, and that is because it was Memorial Day. And my late husband, Daniel, was a former Navy SEAL. So he is buried at Arlington. Well, his ashes are. And so that is actually the first time I've been down there to visit since the funeral, which was, well, he passed away 7 years ago, but the funeral was 6 years ago down there. So I haven't been down, and I'm really glad that I went. It was cathartic. I got more emotional than I thought I would, but it was like a release of emotion, and then I felt good. And Arlington is really beautiful. And since it was Memorial Day, they were giving out flowers to put on graves and stuff. There were a lot of families there, and they were walking around and they were gathering around the graves. They were laughing. They were honoring the memory of their fallen loved ones. And it was just a beautiful thing. Of course, not everyone was laughing and smiling, but you could tell that this is something that a lot of them do every year. And I think it's beautiful. And if I was closer, I would go every year too. I'm obviously not close, but we may go again next year. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was nice. And then the fourth date was the 27th with Daryl. I went to dinner at his house, and that went really, really well. He cooked me this wonderful dinner, and his house is very cozy and warm, and he's very creative. So there's like just creativity everywhere in that house. He has a lot of hobbies. It was very, very nice to see where he lived. On Wednesday, we had a Patreon live stream, which is always fun. So then Daryl came over to my house for the first time on the 29th, and that's when we kind of became official. So I wrote "so happy, yay," because I feel like this is the relationship I finally deserve. I feel like he is very, very good for me, like I said, and it's been going just so well, and it just kind of hit me by surprise. I did not expect to be in a relationship this summer or at all, really. And because my standards were very high, after that toxic relationship I was in, I wanted to be in the right kind of relationship. And I had a whole list of non-negotiables that I sort of measured these dates against. I mean, not really, but in the back of my mind, so nobody has really lived up to it until Daryl, and he's a really good man, and I'm very excited about our future. So just letting you know that, because I know a lot of you care about me, and you have been through the ringer with me, with Mike and the ring that popped in and out of frame for a really long time. I think it helped that I spent a lot of time alone after we broke up for the last time and really worked on myself. And it also helps that I've been going to therapy for 3 years, actually 4 years. So when I started dating again, I went into this knowing what I wanted, and I wasn't going to settle for anything less. And so I'm not settling with him, and I'm happy. That's all I have to say about that. So we started seeing each other definitely more this week and the following week, but I went to his house again here. I had some blood work done. I was tired because we're talking like really, really late into the night. This time we stayed up until 4:45. It's like having a sleepover with my bestie, you know what I mean? And so we have decided that we really need to get more sleep and stop talking for so long. But so far it's working a little, but still we stay up too late. So that's my May 2025 in my planners. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments about how I use my planners. I'll try to answer anything you've got. I try to get to all the comments I can and the questions. I don't always get to all of them, but I appreciate you guys when you comment, so thank you for that. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.